Words meaning in context. Number 1, plateau means highland. Number 2, breathtaking, which means extremely exciting or beautiful. Number 3, tranquil, which means peaceful. Number 4, brimming, which means full or overflowing. Number 5, flora and fauna means plants and animals. Flora means plants and fauna means animals. Enchant, which means charm or beautiful. Number 7, vibrant, which means lively. Number 8, authentic, which means real. Number 9, enlightenment, which means illumination or wisdom. So the easy word for enlightenment is wisdom. And number 10, confluence, which means joining together. Confluence, which means joining together.
Unit 4, Travel and Tourism. Reading C. Manpat. Famously known as the Shimla of Chhattisgarh, Manpat is a plateau located at a height of 1099 meters from the sea level. Out of this area, 226 square kilometers is a dense forest cover. This entire plateau is called Manpat.
Now let's see the explanation of the lesson Manpat. Famously known as Shimla of Chhattisgarh, Manpat is located at a height of 1099 meters from the sea level. So Manpat is known as the Shimla of Chhattisgarh. Okay, this Manpat, which is the place and one of the place in Chhattisgarh, and this place Manpat is known as the Shimla of Chhattisgarh. And this Manpat is a plateau. Okay, plateau means we have seen that means highland, high raised land. So Manpat is a plateau and it is located at the height of 1099 meter from the sea level. And out of this area 226 square kilometer is a dense forest cover. Okay, if you see out of Manpat, the out of Manpat area, the area is numbered here 226 square kilometer, and this 226 square kilometer is a dense forest area, and this entire plateau is called Manpat. Okay, so the complete area, the complete area of this plateau is called Manpat.
Spread over an area of 368 square kilometers, this plateau offers breathtaking views of Mother Nature, melodiously singing streams, gracefully flowing tranquil rivers, and dense forests brimming with rich flora and fauna enchant millions of travelers. Ayurvedic herbs, rare plants, and vibrant varieties of avifauna enliven the beautiful plateau. Manpat consists of 24 villages with a total population of 25,000. Manpat is truly a hidden gem with lots of adventure awaiting tourists in its green slopes, beautiful valleys, gently flowing brooks, unexplored waterfalls, and forests.
And then spread over an area of 368 square kilometer, this plateau offers breathtaking view of Mother Nature, melodiously singing streams, gracefully flowing tranquil rivers, and dense forests brimming with rich flora and fauna enchant millions of travelers Ayurvedic herbs, rare plants, vibrant varieties of avifauna enliven the beautiful Plato. Now, in this passage or in this paragraph, it's written that the total area of this man part is 368 square kilometer. Okay, total area, including with the forest and the plateau area, both together, the total area is spread over is 368 square kilometer, and this plateau offers breathtaking view means beautiful view of the mother nature. Okay, the complete area and the forest and the waterfall, the river, and everything that is there, that is mentioned as mother nature. Repeating again this one, the total area, including with the plateau and the forest, is 368 square kilometer, and this plateau offers breathtaking view. Breathtaking view means beautiful view of the mother nature. And then melodiously means tunefully, okay, or beautifully singing streams means the water that flows, it sounds tunefully, it sounds very beautifully, and it's written gracefully flowing tranquil rivers, and the rivers that flow peacefully, or that the rivers that flow in tranquil, or they flow in peaceful way. And then further on, there are so many things. Description about this place is the streams, they melodiously they sing, and tranquil river, the river they flow tranquil or peacefully, and there are dense forest, and dense forest is full of rich flora and fauna, means animal and plant. So these forest it is rich or full of flora and fauna, or animal and plants, and enchant millions of travelers, means these flora and fauna are delight and joy of the millions of travelers. And in this man part, we can also find Ayurvedic herb, rare plants, and vibrant varieties of avifauna, means different varieties of avifauna. Avifauna means birds, and enliven means cheer up. We can find here in this man part, Ayurvedic herbs and rare plants, and vibrant varieties of avifauna means different varieties of the birds, and these birds they cheer up, and when they cheer up, or when they make the chirping sound, they make the environment, they make the surrounding so beautiful, and it sounds so delight and pleasant to the millions of travelers who travel to this man part. Move on. Man part consists of 24 villages with a total population of 25,000. Okay, so this man part, total in man part we can find 24 villages. Okay, and the total the population of this man part is 25,000 people. 25,000 people live there, and 24 villages are there in total. But keep this in mind, 24 villages, and the population is, the number of people is 25,000. Man part is truly a hidden gem. Okay, so it's mentioned about man part, that man part is a hidden gem. It means precious stone. This is various it is precious stone or precious place in Chhattisgarh, or very important place in Chhattisgarh. Now, with lots of adventure awaiting tourists in its green slopes, this man part is also having adventurous or adventure places, or let's say, there are so many places or with green slopes. Green slopes means ups and down places, and beautiful valley. There are also beautiful valleys, gently flowing brooks means there are small flow of water that flow very gently, peacefully. They do not make sound, and it seems so beautiful to travel to that place. And there are so many waterfalls and forests, that are not even explored today by so many people.
Forests. Historic importance. After the India-China War in 1962-63, Tibetan refugees settled on the plateau, and today the Tibetan population here is approximately 1,800. Very rich in their roots, Tibetans have maintained their vibrant culture and Buddhist flavor. A very authentic and highly unique way of life, Buddhism offers the way to Nirvana. Based in Sarguja, the people here offer a warm delight to the travelers, giving a glimpse of their Buddhist culture that transcends all religions.
Historic importance. Let's see what this main part has the historical importance. After the India China War in 1962 to 1963, Tibetan refugees settled on the plateau, and today the Tibetan population here is approximately 1800. Very rich in their roots, Tibetan have maintained their vibrant culture and Buddhist flavor. Let's see this little part of this, and then we will move on. After the India and China war, there was war between India and China in 1962 to 1963. And when the war took place between these two countries, India and China, the people from Tibet, they took refuge, or they settled down in our country, and on that plateau, which we know now as Manpart, here the Tibetan people, they escaped from Tibet and they settled down to this Manpart, and they took refuge to the Manpart in India. And today the Tibetan population here is approximately means probably the Tibetan population is 1800. Only 1800 population is there of the Tibetan people who took refuge in India or in Manpart. Now, very rich in their roots, these people who settled down in this plateau or on the plateau, they are very rich in their roots, means they have not forgotten their the roots, or they have not forgotten their culture and their beliefs. Tibetan have maintained their vibrant culture and Buddhist flavor. Now these Tibetan people who came from Tibet and settled on the plateau, which we know as Manpart, these Tibetan people, they maintain vibrant, means full of life and energy. These people, they fully live and with energy, and they live their life with their culture, and they also maintain their Buddhist flavor. Okay, the Tibetan people, they follow Buddhism, so they worship Lord Buddha, and they also perform the religious, we can say, acts or religious cultures, whatever the rules are there, whatever the rituals are there, they are performed by these Tibetan people. Now move on. Very authentic and highly unique way of life. It's written authentic, which means real. A very real or authentic and highly unique of life. These people, Tibetan people, they live a life of authenticity, or they live a real life. They do not live a fake life, and they also have a unique way of life. Why we call that unique way of life? Because they follow Buddhism and they offer the way to Nirvana. Means these people, they follow Buddhism and they teach the people the way to Nirvana. Now let me tell you what is Nirvana. Nirvana in Buddhism, It is the state of peace and happiness. Repeat it again. Nirvana in Buddhism, okay, in Buddhism, nirvana is the state of peace and happiness achieved after giving up personal desires. When a person gives up the personal desire, and then only the person can get the nirvana. In Hinduism, we call that mukti or moksha, and in Christianity we call that salvation, and in Islamic religion that is known as nizat, okay, or nazat, that is known as nizat or nazat. So nirvana in Buddhism, these Tibetan people, they teach the people and they tell the people the way to nirvana, how to achieve the salvation, mukti, moksha, nirvana, or in Islamic religion I have told you a word, and that is nizat. Move on. Based in Sarguja, the people here offer a warm delight to the travelers. In Sarguja district, the people, there are so many people, they also follow Buddhism, and they offer the people a warm delight to the travelers. Means they live in such a way, or whoever passes by their villages, they serve them, and it's written further on, giving a glimpse of their Buddhist culture and transcends all religions. So when people, they move from their villages, people, when they look their dresses, when the people, they look their culture and tradition and everything, what or the life they live, these people look a glimpse or quick and brief look, when the people look at them, they people find Buddhist culture and transcends this culture. This Buddhist culture is further than the usual limits of all other religions. Means in other religions we do not see that much the cultural and the religious things doing by the people, but this Buddhist people, they all the time they live the life of the Buddhist culture. Move on. There is having another
Buddha Temple. This is the only temple dedicated to Lord Buddha in Chhattisgarh, and the most authentic Buddhist rituals are performed here every day. The most famous Tibetan festivals are celebrated in this temple. These include the day of Lord Buddha's first speech after enlightenment, the day Lord Buddha returned from heaven to meet his mother after attaining Nirvana, New Year, and Dalai Lama's birthday. This temple is of special interest to various tourists because it has the rare confluence of Sarguja's simplistic Adivasi culture and Tibetan
point, and that is Buddha temple. Okay, move on. This is the only temple dedicated to Lord Buddha in Chhattisgarh. In Chhattisgarh, there is having only one temple, and that is dedicated to Lord Buddha, and that is the Buddha temple. And the most authentic Buddhist rituals are performed here every day. So every day in this temple, the real Buddhist rituals are performed by the Buddhist. The most famous Tibetan festival are celebrated in this temple. In this temple, most famous Tibetan festivals are celebrated. And here are the some of these festivals which are included. Number one is the day of the Lord Buddha's first speech after enlightenment. When Lord Buddha, he got wisdom, or when he got enlightenment, let's say when he got nirvana, after getting nirvana, he gave the first speech to the people. So that day is celebrated as the festival. Second one, the day Lord Buddha returned from heaven to meet his mother after attaining nirvana. So when Lord Buddha got nirvana, moksha, mukti, salvation, or nizat, when Buddha, he got the mukti or nizat, or nirvana, then he returned from heaven to meet his mother. So that day is also celebrated as the Tibetan festival. Third one, New Year, and fourth one is Dalai Lama's birthday. So what is Dalai Lama? Dalai Lama is the Buddhist spiritual guru in of Tibetan people. Repeating again, Dalai Lama. It's written Dalai Lama's birthday. So they also celebrate Dalai Lama's birthday as their festival. So what is Dalai Lama? Dalai Lama is their spiritual guru, or who's the spiritual guru? Tibetan people's spiritual guru or teacher. Move on. This temple is of special interest of various tourists because it has the rare confluence of Sarguja's simplicity, Adivasi culture, and Tibetan Buddhist culture. So, in this temple, in this Buddha temple, you can see confluence. Confluence means joining together. Two different cultures are joined together, and this is called Sarguja's simplistic Adivasi culture. There are two different cultures you can find in this temple, and they are, number one is Adivasi culture, and the second one is Buddhist culture. So these two different varieties of culture that you see, and they are together, it's practiced in this temple. It seems so different and so pleasant.